grade 7s, mention of the grade 9 and actually grade 12, and even the universities as well. Yeah, as you can mention the universities there. So how the guys actually are coping. The opening of the schools is a good idea, and actually everyone. I've heard the responses from different areas, the way they're responding, people, they have negative response towards the decision that actually the president made. And looking at his decision, being a president is a hard decision to make. I need to talk about this Covid19, how actually it has affected the guys. Like even these guys who are opening, like if we talk of grade 7s, mention of the grade 9 and actually grade 12, and even the universities as well. Yeah, so you can mention the universities there. So how the guys actually are coping. Let me go into details. Alright, if you look at the grade 7s, grade 9 and the grade 12s, the opening of the schools is a good idea, and actually everyone, I've heard the responses from different areas, the way they're responding, people, they have negative response towards the decision that actually the president made. And looking at his decision, being a president is a hard decision to make. But as for him, the decision is based on everyone, as at large, not actually just focus on one person. No. Looking at if, for instance, we might say, okay, let's do like let's do online, okay? Then there are those areas, that can't even manage, like even grade 7s. We talk of those areas like deep areas where they don't even know how to use phones. So at the university level, using phones, even internet, writing exams, that kind of thing, is kind of easy than compared to these the grade 7s and the grade 9s and the grade 12s. But the thing is that even me, I'm kind of scared. But the fact that I know to say, okay, this COVID-19, how bad it is and how it's going to affect us, meaning I know the measures I can take actually to prevent it. Because the only solution that you have to know is that even you parents who are there home, you have to make sure that your kids, when they're leaving the houses, make sure mentor them. Okay, let them know that what COVID-19 is capable of, because it can destroy you. Even without even opening these schools, it can still find you home where you are. But the thing that you have to bear in mind is that the opening of these schools is for your own good, and you need to make sure that you take all these precautions. Okay, it has disadvantages, quite alright, but the thing that you have to know is that you are going for school and you need to write exam. It's for your own good. So you need to prevent yourself from this COVID-19. It's a bad thing, but you need to make sure that you prevent yourself from there by make sure having a social distance, wearing a mask. These simple things that you are trying to avoid, they are the same things that actually they'll prevent you from having this COVID-19. Yeah. And if you mention of learning through online, it's a good thing, because at the university level, and the other thing is that if these guys are saying like, okay, they should also open the universities. Actually, it's a good thing, but looking at, that's why the president doesn't just make decisions like that. Because if you open the universities, that implies that even the airports, these airports, they also have to open them. Okay, then because the students are from the universities, they're not just from Zambia, they're all over the world. So they might come from China, wherever. As long as the students, they say, okay, in Zambia we've opened the universities, they'll come. Of yet, even the borders are closed. So how do you think that works? That's why even the opening of these grade 12s, grade 9, they're just within. That's why it's a good thing. And you guys, you might really, yeah, it's a hard thing to take. But imagine like this COVID-19 won't end now. So where are you going to be? It's for your own good. The president doesn't hate you guys, doesn't hate us. He's doing this for our own good. Okay? Because using online, you guys, you know, some of the guys, even me, I'll show myself. Okay, I'll put it on myself. Because even from my grade, starting from grade 2 to up there, I used to be in the village there. For me to even have access to phone, until grade 12, I think I finished grade 12. Not even having an access to phone, using a phone. Huh? So looking at that, there are also people who are on those lines. That even now, if the president would say, okay, let's everybody light through online, it would be a big challenge. So as the president is looking at that and the benefit of each and every citizen of this country, that's why he needs to bear in mind that as we open, as you guys are opening on June 1, you make sure that you prevent yourself from having this COVID-19. That those measures we need to take them. Okay, yeah, you see, so now imagine you guys, okay, like if the way you're saying, okay, like on 1 June, the schools, you mentioned of the president should really think about the decision that he made, meaning on June 1, the school, they shouldn't open. So now take it like this, if the COVID-19 ends, we just imagine it, for instance, 2023, what do you think will happen to these students, even these pupils? What will happen to them? They'll be more down, okay? There'll be something else, okay? Then that's why the president is looking on those areas to make sure that each and every, you know, those guys writing exams, they write exams at a better pace, okay? It's good you've completed, you've written your exams, so that as we move on, you know, there'll be measures that will be taken in place. That's why even this decision has been made. So actually, don't really be furious towards our president. Actually, he loves us, and for the decision that is made, actually, it's a big decision. I should also let me also mention to parents. It goes to the parents, even the teachers. Some people would say no, it's really kind of difficult. Yeah, it is difficult, but for the teachers, you know, being in school there, when these guys they open, you are the kid. Okay, you are like parents now. There in school, you are like the parents of all those pupils. You make sure that all those guys, you know, they are having their masks in class, wherever they are. They maintain the social distance. You know, those things which have been put in place with the healthcare. These guys, you make sure that you follow those things. Because being in school, you teachers, actually you are the parents to those kids. So you make sure that their lives are in your hands. So as they open, make sure that you take those things into place. Make sure that those things are effective. You know, they are practicing those things. Even when we go home, you know, even the parents right now, are you telling me that even because of this COVID-19, you're not going for work? You are going for work. You're working. What are you doing? You wear mask. You follow those things. That's the same thing comes to what? To your children. They have to write their exams. So you need to make sure to mentor them. Tell them to say, okay, even as we go for work, we do these kind of things. Okay, we prevent this COVID-19 by doing this and this. Mentoring them that way, even them when they go to write their exams, they'll do as you do, which is a good thing. Therefore, we'll be progressing in this country. You know, I really feel bad. Actually, even me, I wouldn't say it's really a tough decision to make. Even me, I wouldn't really, you know, even my sisters, I'm also feeling that way. But I understand the president. For him, he's made this kind of decision because he's looking at everyone, you know, the benefit of everyone. Because you might say internet, it's on those guys who have access to internet, they will enjoy. Okay. Yeah, and I guess even on the universities, I think you hate more about that. Opening the universities, it will mean all the guys that are not from Zambia, the students, they need to come in. Then that will be something else. That's why universities, as for now, I would say even we're enjoying the online learning. It's a good thing. We're enjoying, and I think one thing I would say is the challenge is if it comes maybe to bundles, you know, internet trips there and there. But you know, we are coping well, so to say. Those are they are the challenges. Actually, we know that each and everything that you do, there are advantages and disadvantages of it. But at the end of the day, you need to, you need to fight. That's the thing, you need to fight, because even having it without this COVID-19, we still had such kind of problems in terms of transport, that kind of thing. So those problems are normal, and actually we need just to be strong and fight for it. But for the parents and these guys who grade 7s, grade 9, and grade 12s, guys, you know, life is precious. That's the only thing you have to understand. And uh, if you go to school, don't think the president will come there and tell you to say no, wear a mask, have a social distance. No, it's for your only good. That's the only thing you should always remember. You are doing this thing, even writing the exam when you pass. It's only you. It's not for the president. He's doing this for all of us. You see. So it's you now to protect yourself from this pandemic, which the COVID-19, so-called the COVID-19, which we have. So it's you. You actually you are in place. The president won't come and say, okay, no, do this, do that. No, 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 no. It's you. It's about your life. Okay.